I was pregnant 7 months, and the baby died inside of me. This happens to a lot of ladies now that I know of what happened to me. It was a very hard thing to get over because in those days there were no abortions allowed, whether you were ill or whether you were raped or whether the child died, which is disgusting to think that there is those laws. So I had to carry the child full term.
Knowing it was dead.
That was the law. It didn't matter. It had to abort itself. It could not be taken from me. It's insane to think that really could be.
And you said you would go to parties and people would say to you,
"How's the baby? What name are you going to name the baby?" And then when finally the child, they couldn't leave it anymore because now the child is in the sack. But of course, finally, after so much time, all the poisons and everything would have killed me. So they finally agreed, some board, imagine, that they would try to take this child out. But at this point now, it was more dangerous than ever. So I lived through that. It took over a year to get rid of the poisons that they put in me and all this junk to take this child out. Now, I waited a number of months, and I was lucky enough to get pregnant again. And the same thing happened to me. The second baby dies, just like that, again, for no reason at all. And this time I said, I don't want to know from Congress. I don't want to know from any of you. You are taking this baby now because I don't want to go through what I had to go through before. And they did. And the law was still in existence that couldn't be, but because of knowing that they almost allowed me to die because of that silly law, why they were able to abort the child.
You know the saying, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. We're living in the repeat. Over a third of our country is under some sort of abortion ban, and many of those states would allow for exactly that scenario to occur. States like Texas or Idaho, who's literally suing to not have to treat women in emergency situations. And we can't ignore the fact that that was a woman who was rich and famous. Most people aren't going to get the care she got. She had 2 children when this all happened. Had she not been who she was, she probably wouldn't have lived to see them grow up. We are moving back in time and ensuring that pregnancy becomes more and more of a death sentence every single day.